What happened to I don't I've never known how to pronounce this. Venvo? Dude, cuz you would always see this in every fucking like music video and they just disappeared. What the fuck happened to them? What the fuck happened to them?
Single musician had Vevo in their YouTube channel
Vevo.
name, Vevo in the bottom left of their videos, and there were even YouTubers putting Vevo on their diss tracks because it made them
Diss
look more
tracks.
official. But this has left people with a few questions like, what even is Vevo? Why was their name on every single YouTube video? And whatever happened to it? Well, it turns out that Vevo
Yeah, like I never searched it up. I like maybe it was like a I don't even know. I don't even know. I saw it and I'm like, I know this shit is official. Like my brain was just wired to that.
was a big scheme cooked up by the music industry that eventually failed. So to understand that, we gotta go back to Vevo's inception. Vevo was created back in 2008, when the music industry was recovering from quite a few problems. See, back in the day, music videos used to be aired on TV, on platforms like MTV, NBC, and more. This way,
Really? Man, I came after this era, right? We had the internet. I didn't know they just music videos on the internet or on TV, bro. I guess like the most popular ones.
the producers and artists could get money directly from the networks and their advertisers. But then the internet came in and disrupted everything. CDs and records were being replaced by illegal file sharing services like Napster and LimeWire. Because why would you buy something when you can just get it for free? So as you
I would, man, I never asked my mom to buy anything. I would always just pirate everything, bro. Pirate games. FBI, don't come for me, please. But I would pirate games, all that shit. And I remember when I had Xfinity, they would give you the warning that we know you downloaded some illegal stuff. But they would send the email and they never did anything. Thoughts on Sabrina Carpenter? She cool. I like her music. I really do like her music. I do like her music, but like, bro, she kind of like she a freak, bro. The shits I've been seeing, bro, like the Dunkin' ad that she did, I know what she was doing, and then she was doing shit on stage. She's a freak. I remember seeing her on Disney Channel, bro. My God, what a freak.
may know, this made the music industry I guess not very profitable. Things like Spotify and iTunes were just coming out, so the
Yeah.
industry hadn't really figured out how to make money. That's why they came together and created Vevo. Universal Music Group and Sony Music Entertainment both got together in an evil corporate fashion and created Video Evolution, or Vevo for short. If those names sound familiar, that's because UMG and Sony are two of the big
What the
three
fuck,
record
man?
labels, which means that these three labels own pretty much every other smaller label. They thought that by creating Vevo, they could find a way to monetize music videos, and they did.
What we're trying to do is quite simple, which is to provide a high quality, premium music and video experience
She really is
to
a
as many
freak, bro.
people as possible in as many places as possible. On any television, on any computer, on any phone, on any connected digital platform, we want to provide the highest quality, premium music and video experience. So we do that today with our partner YouTube. So about 70% of music videos worldwide are consumed and discovered and viewed through YouTube. So what Vevo does is provide that experience inside of YouTube with the world's largest music companies.
The issue, though, was that YouTube was only monetizing like 3% of their videos at the time, while platforms like
Right.
Hulu had ads on all of their stuff. But YouTube had been working with these record labels and wanted to
Oh
keep
my
music videos
God.
on their platform because that was one of their biggest sources of views. So YouTube and Vevo came to an agreement. Universal, and eventually some of the other labels,
Oh my fucking gosh, dude. Look at how YouTube used to look like. Fuck me, bro. Simpler times. I remember when YouTube looked like way different. I don't know if I ever experienced this kind of YouTube. But I remember when that used to be the YouTube logo. Like when I had it on my fucking Android, that YouTube logo, bro. That YouTube logo sucks. That shit sucks.
Labels I mentioned would put their music videos on YouTube and Vevo would distribute them.
Oh
Google
my
hosted
God.
them on YouTube and Vevo's website as well. Vevo was also in charge of selling ads to advertisers. Most ads on YouTube videos, like the one you're watching right now, are sold programmatically, where advertisers bid on a certain type of customer demographic, like specifically targeting which country they are from or what age group they belong to. This is very common, I'm sure most of you understand that. But Vevo instead would sell specific slots to advertisers, which makes a bit more sense because you can imagine that appearing in front of a Drake video is likely going to get you more attention than throwing your ad on a Matty Balls video, for example. It's kind of like how advertisers kill to be in the Super Bowl. I'm sure they've had quite a few bidding wars over Taylor Swift's music videos. Not because they're good, but because she gets a lot of views. Also, on long videos like interviews and things like that, they can sell slots for ads during the video as well. This way, Vevo is able to make quite a bit more money from YouTube ads than your everyday YouTuber. So with all of that sorted out, Vevo got like $300 million in investment money, and they were preparing to launch. They acquired some other labels as distribution partners, furthering the music video monopoly, and then they were ready to launch. Vevo launched on December 8th of 2009 with 30,000 videos on their website from huge artists like Eminem, Lil Wayne, Michael Jackson, Lady Gaga, Kesha, Miley Cyrus, and many more. The website actually crashed on launch, and in the first month got over 35.
They had a website? I never fucking knew they had a website. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. This is all new to me. Like, I knew nothing from Vevo. Nothing at all. So what happened to them? I wonder what the fuck happened to them.
5 million views. Apparently, they had already surpassed other websites like AOL Music, MySpace Music, MTV, Warner Music, and more. I was 7 when all of this was going down, so hearing about MySpace Music is new to me and pretty interesting. Regardless, Vevo was going
MySpace Music?
crazy, launching in different
never heard of
markets
that
internationally like European countries, Mexico, and more. They even got the other big 3 record label, Warner, to sign with them as a content distribution partner. And they were also distributing videos on MTV.com, which was a whole lot cooler back then. At this time, Vevo was getting most of its views, 80% to be exact, from YouTube. Because Vevo was a conglomerate of pretty much every big record label and small one, and they distributed these videos to YouTube, that's why every artist had their own Vevo page, like Eminem Vevo or Rihanna Vevo. That's also why pretty much every music
God, they would
video
put it in the
early
title too.
2010s and even
Or
up
in
until
their
this
channel
day
name.
have Vevo in the bottom left corner, or right, I can't remember. But that still leaves us with one question. What happened to Vevo, and why did I say they failed earlier? Well, they had a problem. Vevo
What was
wasn't making-
MySpace like? First of all, I've never used MySpace. The earliest thing that I've used is Hotmail. Hotmail used to be a thing, and I would use that for my email. But anything earlier than that, I don't think I've had anything earlier than that. Or Yahoo. Well, Yahoo is still a thing, but I used to have a Yahoo email too. Oh my gosh. Is Hotmail still a thing? I don't know.
That much money as an actual company. Most of the money was going to YouTube and then to the record labels, leaving Vevo to pick up the scraps. Apparently, Vevo was also very expensive to run because of everything I mentioned, so pretty early on into the company's life, they tried to find a buyer for $1 billion, which didn't really work out.
What?
So Vevo had to come up with some other ways to make
$1
money.
billion?
First, they started making other types of content on YouTube
Vevo
and their own
News?
website, like interviews, live stream concerts, and things along those lines, although that content was never super successful. Then they released an app to watch music videos on your phone, and when it first launched, it was actually very successful. By early 2011, they were bigger than Facebook and right behind YouTube for video viewed content. By the end of 2011, Vevo was getting over 3.7 billion views a month. They had over 13 million downloads of their app, and they had made over $150 million billion in revenue. But like I said,
Whoa.
most of this money was going to YouTube and the labels, not to Vevo. And because they didn't want to rely so much on
Yep.
YouTube, they tried to diversify. They created something called Vevo TV that was supposed to be like Hulu, and they were also on apps like Roku, Apple TV, and more. It's likely that they were eventually plotting to become something like Hulu for music videos, where they wanted people to pay a monthly subscription to watch these music videos.
Oh
And
my
so we think
gosh.
there's
Can you imagine?
one of
Fuck
the
that.
important things, and you hear this throughout the industry, that the move towards subscription, a more premium product, that's something we're very interested in and very much, working towards.
That's a subscription service, or does the whole thing go behind a paywall? Do I have to pay to watch Katy
No, we
Perry?
believe in a dual revenue stream.
This was a rumor for a while, but after consumers have had music videos for free for so long, it's very unlikely that would have ever happened. Regardless, for a while, like I just said, their diversification was working, but it didn't last long, because in 2018, everything came crashing down for Vevo. Vevo had a few controversies that really hurt the company.
2018? Really?
And I'm not talking about the time some executives were ironically caught watching pirated content, or when they were trying to
Wait to see what thoughts on the we just talked about that. Well, not just talked about that, but I literally talked about that already. It's fucking crazy. You can't do shit in New Year's, bro. You can't celebrate. You can't be out in the open like that, bro, at night, bro, because shit can happen. But thankfully, I mean, obviously I don't live in New Orleans, but I always stay inside. I always stay inside for like New Year's Eve or Christmas or whatever, because like, what's the point?
Facebook to get people's info for targeted videos. The main issue they had was in 2018 when they found themselves in the crosshairs of some hackers from the group Armine.
Oh,
First, the hackers
shit.
got into Vevo's servers and released 3 terabytes of their documents and videos. Then they got hacked again. This time, 2 hackers named Karoy SH and ProSox got into Vevo's YouTube channel. When they got in, they deleted Despacito, which was the most viewed Vevo video on YouTube, and they also renamed a ton of the videos as well, changed some thumbnails, and apparently this was some sort of pro-Palestine protest. I'm not sure how much these hacks really affected Vevo, but it seems like everything started crumbling after this happened. The CEO stepped down, a bunch of important executives left, and they had to lay off dozens of employees. At the same time, Vevo was really struggling to compete with YouTube. It seemed like them putting their content on other websites or making their own website was a way to distance themselves from YouTube, so that way they didn't have to pay all of their revenue to YouTube. But that clearly didn't work, as YouTube is still the #1 site when it comes to watching music videos. Plus, the same year,
And it's gonna stay #1, bro. Like, good luck. Good fucking luck trying to beat YouTube.
YouTube just launched YouTube Music, so Vevo never became the Hulu or the Netflix of music videos. Instead, Vevo decided to wave the white flag. Vevo decided to shut down all of their other operations and
YouTube will merge.
just merge with YouTube to become a regular distributor. YouTube merged the Vevo accounts with the artist's official accounts to consolidate everything. So if you were subscribed to a Vevo account, your subscription would be switched over to the official artist account. YouTube said, Vevo's reach and business can continue to grow on YouTube as a direct result of simplifying the user experience through consolidation of an entire artist catalog into one channel, where Vevo videos are featured prominently. So basically like Agario, YouTube just ate up Vevo. This is probably why it feels like you don't see the Vevo branding as much. I mean, we're all probably used to seeing the Vevo logo in videos, so we don't notice it very often, but it is still there. It's just that the channels don't have Vevo in their name anymore. And Vevo is still pretty successful after the merge with YouTube, as they have over 500,000 music videos
so
that
it's
get
still a
over
thing.
26 billion views a month. You can still go to Vevo's website and check out their content and their artists, but it always redirects you to YouTube. They also still host their videos on Pluto TV and Roku, but let's be honest, no one's going there to watch music videos. Like Medium.com said, without assassinating YouTube, there really wasn't enough room for both of them to coexist. The consumer isn't ever going to go to a second location for the same product they can get at the first. So just because it looks like they aren't there, Vevo is still there operating in the shadows. However, their plans to take over the internet as the go-to music video service failed. Like Jordan Fraser said, Vevo isn't dead, it has regressed to the bottom of the video screen. It exists today as branding you'll continue to see on most music videos. It also exists as a reminder that the entire music industry is run by only a few people in expensive suits. If you like this video, you may like
Crazy. I didn't know that they were still a thing. I really didn't know they were still a thing. I remember fake channels putting the Vivo logo just to rack up views. Yeah. I mean, I guess they're still a thing. I mean, they really try to take over. Like, oh, you gotta pay that. Like, that was never gonna work. Paying a subscription to watch music videos. Like, the music videos are like, imagine you only follow a couple artists and you gotta pay like fucking $15 a month to watch like 2 3 minute videos. Like, you have to wait like another year for like another music video. Like, no, bro. Like, that shit was never gonna work. Stream. It's time to get a job, bro. Bro, I have a job. What the fuck are you talking about?